In Nigeria, we know that it takes a village, but sometimes that village feels more like a stadium. Welcome back to the Playdate. I'm Tomilola, and today we're talking about the full house reality. We're diving into how to manage multiple children and sibling dynamics without losing our mind, or your favorite chinchin. We'll explore sibling dynamics, how delegating play to older siblings and dads can actually help our kids learn better, while giving us a much needed breather.
Before we talk about our kids, let's talk about a trip back to being one. We asked a group of parents this simple question: what was the biggest unfair rule in your house growing up? And looking back, was it actually fair? Their answers might just remind you of a few memories you've forgotten.
The biggest unfair rule in our household growing up was us not being allowed to come back home late. It just didn't make sense to me. Now I find myself saying the same thing to my kid. It wasn't unfair, it was actually fair.
The biggest unfair rule is the youngest child washes all the dishes of the older ones. That's really terrible. Like, I used to be angry doing it, but looking back now, I think it's actually okay.
I'm the only girl in the house. Maybe when my brothers are going out, my mommy said, "You stay back." Is it because I'm the only girl? It's unfair. Oh.
You do not leave any dirty dishes in the sink. No one goes to sleep with a sink full of dishes. Makes sense now.
I had started to earn money, whether it was through little side jobs or once I got a summer job, that I then had to contribute to an expense in the house. And at the time, it felt unfair, but now looking back, I believe it taught me responsibility.
The only thing I think I was always upset about was the fact that I couldn't wear a camisole in my house. I think that used to annoy me a lot because I had to be fully dressed every time. And I had like all those, it wasn't even spaghetti straps. Spaghetti straps were not even like a thing then. All those big grandma underwears that they sew for us. But in a way, I see it now because I'm like, okay, I know what my parents were trying to do and all.
If one of us does something wrong, we all get punished. It was unfair because some of us wouldn't have done anything.
You are set in the babies. You are set in the babies. So today we have our parents in the house and they're going to introduce themselves. But we're going to be talking about sibling dynamics. So the sibling dynamics in your growing up and in your own home currently. So, do you want to go first?
Okay, my name is Sunday. I have 3 kids, boys. Yeah, lots of energy in the house. The first one is 8. The second one is 5, and the third one is 2.
2.
Yes, I'm the second of 2 boys. Also, I have an elder brother, myself. Yeah, so I'm used to having lots of males around.
Oh.
My name is Uguchi Wabuwa. I have a daughter. She's 4. She's going to turn 5 next month. I am the last of 4 children.
My name is Fred. I have 5 kids. My first son is 16. Then the second son is 14. The third twins, girls, that are 13. Then my last son is 8. Then the third child of my mom. I have 2 elder sisters and have 2 younger brothers. And my last sister, she's a twin, but she lost the twin.
Yeah.
But
sorry about that.
okay.
Yeah, it's good to have you guys here.
Thank you.
Same here.
So how was, your dynamic for you having an older brother? How did it work? How did your parents manage, how they treated your elder brother, how they treated you as well? How would you say that was?
Yeah, so growing up, I think my dad was a bit of old school, where they give preferential treatment to last borns, as we call it. And there's this thing in Nigeria that, there's a way last borns behave because they're spoilt. I think I was a bit spoilt. I used to escape lots of punishment when things are done. My brother takes most of the heat. And sometimes, that didn't go well for him. Sometimes I actually pity him because I think that too much burden was placed on him to be responsible quickly. And for me being the last one, they're like, oh, he's still young, you let him, you should be the one to, so that's the dynamic that I observed growing up. But now having kids, I tried as much as possible not to repeat that. I try not to put too much burden on my first son, and I tried that the last born doesn't think he's exempted from the rules, even though my dad didn't do too much, but I'm being intentional about it now.
Were you also sports?
For my own is a little, the dynamics for my own last born situation was a little different because I lost my dad. We lost our dad when we were little. And so the last born thing, the person I would have done it, I think, is my dad. But because he passed, the last born thing sort of fizzled out of the air because my mom didn't. I beg. She used to discipline all of us the same way. Yeah, of course, there were times I had exemptions. There were times I would use the fact that I'm the youngest to get away with things. But I don't think I was particularly spoiled. So it was sort of balanced.
Yeah, but just to caveat, I wasn't spoiled. I was just exempted sometimes from.
But you said it yourself that you.
Well, no problem.
We'll take it. Please, Mr. Fred.
Okay, mine is different because, like I said earlier, I come from a polygamous family. Although I only mentioned my mother's case when I was introducing myself. So I took, as my mother's first son, I took a lot of responsibility at early stage. Do you know that sometimes I have to make my younger ones repeat class without my father knowing? My father wasn't really educated, but he was comfortable. What he knows is that you want money, we give it to you. My mom is disciplinarian. So I was taking that role. Like in the school, I found out I got admission for them, go for guidance and counseling, my father doesn't have that time. So I took up that leadership role quite young. In fact, there was a time that my father became sick and I looked at the competition, my step siblings that are all older, many of them are schooling in America already. I told my father, if my father dies now, what happened to my younger ones? And I told him that I want to drop out of school after my secondary school. I want to go and learn trade. So to ensure that my younger ones didn't miss school. He said no, that he will not die, that he will be there. I should not worry. So I took that leadership role quite early, and that became part of me. So,
does that affect how you treat your children now?
Yes, because even when I started working, when I got my first job in the bank, and I told my younger ones, when I give them money, I tell them, look, I give you money because I don't owe you, because I'm your brother. So don't feel like it's my responsibility. Just make them to be independent, not to rely on me. So and that's how I train my children. When I give you something, I make you understand that I'm giving you this. You see, I don't have this, so I've not changed this clothes. So I've been changing your clothes. So, yes, I've been buying this for you. I want this, I want that. But you see, I've not even changed my own. So I made them understand that,
it's a sacrifice.
Things doesn't just come like that. So they won't be spoiled. Yet I give them my time. Despite the fact I work in the bank, I close earlier than my wife. Most times I have to go and pick her from office. And most times, in fact, our car initially was our nanny. I'll go home, dress them up in their night clothes. Someone will just pick the mom, will come back home, they'll just sleep. So I spend a lot of time with them than their moms. I play a lot, we watch cartoons with them. So
since you were the first son,
not the first child.
First son, like you said, were you, like you said, you were being responsible for your younger ones and all that? Were you the one meting out the punishments and the rules, or how did that dynamic work?
If I can make them repeat class.
I can just imagine.
That's some whole level of power.
Authority and power.
That is federal power.
Different kind of power.
Yes, because one, I didn't have rivalry with because my immediate elder sister gave me like 8 years. So there's a gap there.
And I'm sure she got married early or something.
No, she didn't marry on time.
Okay.
But she's married now. And there was a lot of gap. So and there's no my younger brothers, they can't talk telling me there's no room for that. Rather, I have rivalry from my step siblings. So I have a step sister who is the same age with me. So we're in the same class. So I make sure that's something that happened when I was in second year in secondary school, and that's something I did, and it made my mother cry. That's what changed my life forever. It made me, when I enter school, when I go to university, call, you won't see me, nothing, anything, all those bad things that happen, you won't find me there. If I find you're my friend and you're a cultist, or you do something, or you smoke hemp or something like that, I cut you off. Throughout the time I stayed in school, nobody knows my house. Nobody knew my house till I graduated. Yes, you changed my life. So the rivalry I had was between my step siblings. If you buy something, your daddy gave you more money. Almost I told the man to give me that kind of money. I bought a radio set. They would talk to me for that day. So this rivalry was between me and my step siblings. Even my elder step brother. Yes. That was this rivalry, but my immediate family, no.
But you were in charge.
Yes.
No, I was.
So were you also like, maybe based on the responsibility that you got, is how were you treating them in terms of like discipline, and in terms of
discipline? I don't really, because my mom is disciplinarian in our house. My father never beat anybody. Doesn't beat anybody at all. It's my mom that does the beating. Yes, she's the one that does the beating.
What is it with mothers?
Once
In all the episodes now, we've had Terminator. We've had
in my case, it was my dad.
In
my case too, my mom was
once she
different.
drags
My
you
mom
into
was different.
The one that
Mellow.
my
Okay.
dad used to be the one that
There is
Once
hope.
she-
No, my case is different because he was the only parent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the only one. He was heavy on us.
Yeah. Okay. It's good to see the difference.
Yeah. My mom, once she drives into her room, she's not really tall, but she will keep the cane where that I stored her. She need to jump to get the cane. And when she's done, she'll put the cane back there.
Yeah.
So she's there in the house, and but we still love that all the way.
Yes, of course.
So I want to shift it to your own children now. I know you have one child,
Yes,
and maybe you can have questions for them.
Of course.
Yeah, we can have questions for them as well. So how now do you deal with your children in terms, have you seen now that there is that,
Rivalry.
I won't want to say rivalry,
Okay.
right? But I would want to say because I have two boys, I kind of see the whole fight that happens. I see how also the dynamic of the older one being a little bit harsher with his younger brother and things like that. So how do you have that in your home now amongst your children, and how have you dealt with being fair to everyone?
Okay, my first son is like my dad. He doesn't keep malice, no matter how you shout at him. But my second son and the two girls, they have what do you call it? It's a hard drive where they store. They can pile up
all
and
the.
These three people snitch when they quarrel. When my second son has a disagreement with the first son, that's when he will snitch on him. And everyone I didn't know all the while. And the girls on daily basis. In fact, last holiday we have to forcefully send them to their grandparents to spend time so we can have peace in the house. On daily basis they quarrel. They're like co-wives.
So how do you deal with that? How do you deal with trying to maintain the peace or being fair to either of?
I don't have favorites. I made sure there's no favorite. And at early stage I was a little bit hard, like flogging them, and I found that it's not really the best because it made them start distancing themselves from me. And most times they will go and tell their mom what they could have just told me. Though I know as a father, my love is disciplinary. I can pamper you. Because you can't survive in Nigeria if in this world. If the mother can pamper, but that father is a disciplinary love. That's why most times the kids tends towards their mother, thinking that we hate them. And most times the mother will snitch on them to their dad that this is what he did. And when the dad will not act, they don't go behind. I'm not go behind and pamper them, maybe give them something. I'm not looking at the bad guy. You understand?
Good cop, bad cop.
Yes, that's what the most mother do. My mother did it, and my father did it. Sorry, my wife does it too. She understand, and but if you grow up, and as I grew up, I found out that I found out that my father doesn't hate me, so I love them both.
Yeah, just like him, and from the experience I've had with my own siblings, I try as much as possible to not have a favorite.
Yeah.
Because this was the thing that I saw, that mistake my dad made, and I didn't want to repeat it. So sometimes, and my first son is very vocal. I like him for that. He would tell you how he feels, and sometimes when he feels like he's not being treated fairly, he says it, because that's how I train my kids to express themselves. But I try to let him understand that I'm being fair here, and anytime he feels I'm not being fair, he should call me out, and I give my kids that permission. There are a lot of fights, especially he likes being the boss, so there's this joke we make in the house. I tell him that I'm the boss of the house, and he's the boss of the kids. I didn't know he took it serious. So whenever he's watching TV, he holds the remote. He was like, "I'm the boss. I will watch it." I said, "Bro, come. This is not how to use this power. You should use this power in terms of watching out for your brothers and not bullying them." It's like, "But Dad, I'm the boss." I say, "Yes, you are the boss, because I expect that whenever you see them trying to go into danger or harm,
or doing things they're
you
not
correct
supposed to
them.
do.
When they're doing something wrong, you help them with their homework. That's where you're the boss, not where you see something." And but I like the way it was. So that's the kind of responsibility I'm putting on him. Yeah. Not a responsibility of being a breadwinner, or not a responsibility of blaming him for all the wrongs that the younger ones did. And in terms of correction, I try as much as possible to ensure that everybody takes responsibility for their actions, including the 2-year-old. So sometimes when I caution the 2-year-old, he looks at me and was like, I see that in him, that okay, nobody is exempted in this house. And I do it intentionally, because I want him to know that everybody. But again, the level of correction differs. So the way I'll correct the 2-year-old is different from the way I'll correct the 4-year-old, and the way I'll correct him. But I make him understand that. So with time, we're bringing to understand, but sometimes, of course, being 8-year-old, there's a certain level of responsibility I expect from him. Yeah. And I tell him, you are older than them. I mean, look at the age gap, so I expect you to to be better in certain ways. But
and most African mothers, they won't do anything in the daytime. Midnight.
I don't know why it's like that.
You know, there was in the previous episode there was somebody that said it was midnight.
In
the middle of the night. They'll come and wake you.
My mom does
They won't tap you. They wake you with a cane on your back.
No, not all cane.
No,
my mom doesn't cane. Like growing up, my mom
you always
didn't.
talk.
Yes, it was
my mom too. When she
I'm
has,
punishing. My mom can leave you kneeling down for 3 hours.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a lot of punishment.
That's a lot.
There's no cane,
child,
but it allows you sit down there and think.
You
And
would think your
knees will pain you. But she was just not that parent that you'd flog. It was my dad.
One thing is, for my kids, I try to be minimal with that, because I don't want. Cause I knew that my dad was excessive, and I didn't want to be that dad. And my kids are very close to me. Sometimes they can even stay with me for 3 days without their mom, and they have fun. I wanted to be that dad that my kid will love, but firm. And the rules are there and everything, but I try not to be too excessive.
Yes, the little boundaries. So before we finally wrap up, I want us to sort of bring it a little home. So give us kind of examples of the kind of fights that your children have. The kind of fights that they have.
Just like me, my first son is like me. He likes his space. And my wife will tell them I'm clingy, but she's the one. Because most times
you will never agree.
No, why? See, sometimes I might just want
his wife is my very good friend. So that's why I understand what you're saying.
I might like my quiet moments. That's my son likes things like that. He might just be in the no light, in darkness with his phone. Just
by himself.
So he doesn't like that disturbance from the siblings, follow him up and down, things like that. And when they fight, especially the girls, I'll make them hug each other. And when you fight, hugging somebody, that's the last thing you want to do.
They will do that kind of side hug.
I say no, I say face to face. I hug your sister. Take her. Hey, they will do that. Next thing will start smiling. Then the guys will okay, shake each other. Then the last boy, we didn't expect he would come. We thought to were
Hung
done
the
with the twins.
books.
Then the guy came. So, and that one is more vocal. He can tell you anything he wants to tell you.
Like,
He
it's
doesn't,
Mount,
getting.
he does not care.
Me.
I'm sharp mounted.
He
So
doesn't care
understand.
how
Last
you
one.
feel.
I will suffer it.
He will tell you.
Yes, now.
He will tell you. And the last thing you do is promise him something and you
Yeah.
don't keep it.
Mm.
That's hell.
Yeah, he'll call you out.
You on daily basis.
On a daily basis.
So sometimes he gets carried away. Though I try not to pamper him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, because that it's only one that once you walk in, you say, Daddy, how is today? What happened?
Mm.
The rest will just say, Daddy, good afternoon. They keep watching the cartoon. He will come and ask you. So it's naturally
Yeah.
that you come,
That's my
Person.
second son.
you understand?
Yeah, that's my second son.
So then, I stop flogging them.
Mm-hmm.
So what I now do, that thing you like my vice son, once he annoys me, I'll seize his phone, I'll ground him
Mm-hmm.
for 2 days. Like 2 days, in fact, he won't be able to talk.
Yes.
Then the other one, he likes to go to play ball. Say no ball for 1 week. Then the girls, I'll tell them that they like to knit.
Needs.
And I say no knitting, no. Or go to bed where everyone's in the still room watching TV. Say go and sleep. Till don't come out till next day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how.
My first son is 8, and the second son is 5. So there's a different type of squabbles that they have, but the one that is very interesting is the one between my 5-year-old and my 2-year-old.
The 2-year-old.
The 2-year-old is, he's just like my carbon copy.
Mm.
Very feisty, and they're always fighting. And at times I tell the 2-year-old that you're not even scared, and yeah, so they have that because the 5-year-old is really seeing that guy, that who is this guy that just came into the picture, and he's just trying to bulldoze everyone.
Yes, the force is
Yeah, but for the older ones, the 8-year-old and the 4-year-old, it's more of when I give them screen times. Sometimes when they have their some screen time with either the laptop, the iPad, or the TV, the older one wants to dominate, and he doesn't give that one turns. So I teach them to have turns.
Yes.
Yeah.
So either that there's a problem, this younger one will come to me like that, he's not giving me a turn. So that's one of the issues. They don't have turns. Either they're playing games or they're watching something that they like on TV. So and each of them have a channel that I've curated for their age.
Them.
Okay, so when the older one is watching something on his channel, I give them time and switch and let the other one watch. But the other one is, he's the boss. Remember, he doesn't want all that. Yeah, then the little one is all there, doing his thing and doesn't even care. He's always having problem with the middle one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one word I've taught them is how to say sorry. That was one of the first words that that 2-year-old knew, and he knows when to say it.
Yeah.
So when he does that, I say, I say sorry to your brother, and he says sorry, and and all of them, I make sure that they say it.
Yeah.
And when they say it, this way they just sorry. I say no, say it properly.
Say it properly.
And even they too. Say, Daddy, he didn't say the sorry properly. So they
That sorry did not come from the heart.
And sometimes I'll make sure they rub the head. The way we say sorry, they rub the head or hug, so to ensure that it's real. So that's how you
Sort of
solve.
heartfelt.
Yeah, that's how you solve the problem. Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you all for sharing with us your dynamics, your sibling dynamics, your own growing up experiences as well. I'm sure that a parent out there can see themselves in one or all of the mix.
Yes.
Yeah. Before we continue, let's talk about something bigger. Right now, millions of children across Africa don't have access to the kind of learning and support we've talked about today. At Ubongo, we're on a mission to reach 100 million children with fun, localized learning that helps them grow, think, and thrive. But we can't do it alone. If you believe every child deserves that chance, support us by donating at ubongo.org. Let's build the future together. So we're still talking about sibling dynamics, and we're here with Damilola, who is an educationist, and she's going to introduce herself and tell us more about her.
I just saying Damilola. I'm a psychologist and educationist, yes. I 12 years experience right now in education and still going. I work with parents, students, teachers, stakeholders in education. So I'm glad to be. I also run a platform called EduTeller. It's a platform where we tell educational stories. That's transparency. We bring transparency in education through storytelling. Mention it. Everything about education, I'm there. So I'm really glad to be here this evening, afternoon.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
good to have you.
Same here.
So we've spoken to parents earlier on, basically saying how some people have multiple children, some have just single children and stuff. So I wanted to speak to you around first in your own, experience, right? And across all family dynamics that you have seen, what's the biggest myth, that parents have about managing multiple children that you have seen that?
Okay. For me, I wouldn't say it's an absolute myth. I've worked in a school. I've worked in school for over 12 years, and I've seen different kind of parents. And seeing a parent try to do everything, it could be very stressful and tiring. And I'll generally use myself as an example. I don't want to use maybe families I've worked with. I'll use my family as an example. I would really go with the fact that a parent should do everything, right? My dad was this well principled man, and my mom was this well structured person that they were so intentional about us, right? And I think that's one thing about owning a family. You should be very, very intentional about your kids, either multiple kids or single kids. Yeah, you should be very, very intentional. And what really stood out for us was that we had this family values. So that kept us in check, right? So, and despite the fact we had caregivers, maybe relations coming to stay with us, relatives coming to stay with us, they knew what we stood for in our family, right? So that could give them a direct goal of, oh, this is how this family behaves. And anytime maybe they're out of proportion, they're being called back to, oh, this is how this is going to be done. So I wouldn't really blame parents that try to do everything alone, because right now the society is not really friendly anymore. Maybe trying to push, trying to do the dignity of labor, or I want this particular caregiver or maybe sibling of the mom and dad to come help do this, do that. Because the trust, that's it's one thing, is the trust. The trust matters. And there's one thing I noticed, my mom, she didn't just allow anyone, though if anyone comes to stay with us, you already know this family has a value. We have a structure. This is how everything works. So I won't really appreciate the fact a parent is trying to do everything alone, either multiple or single. But one thing about parenting is that, like I said, parenting is very, very intentional, right? Intentional. And it's very easy, like I said, when you have the values, what you stand for as a mom or a dad or a family, you should have the values, very, very necessary. And you as a parent, you should always take the lead. Always take the, even though you have people that are there to help you, always take the lead. And like I said, have structures, right? And I think that helps. I
Yeah.
think that helps. Yeah, I think that's all I can say.
So research, right, from the
Okay.
educational department suggests that, delegating play-based learning
All right.
to either the dads or an older sibling is effective, right? So why would you say that it's important in a child's development, yes? Why would you say it's important? Because you talked about them not doing it alone.
Yeah.
So this is now saying that there's research, yeah, right, to back it up, that it's not just
The
the
parent
parent that
alone.
has to do it. So why would you now say it is important to the child's development to ensure that?
I believe once a child gets to the age of 5, they tend to learn from anyone, right? What you're doing, how you're doing it, right? It really matters. That's why I said it's very, very important to know who you keep in charge of your child or your children, right? So yeah, share the responsibilities, right? It's I'll still use myself as an example because I've worked with families. I've worked in school for about 12 years, so I've seen different type of parenting styles, right?
Yeah.
Or they do this, or you want to carry them this way, you do that, you want to carry them this way. So yeah, you can share it. You can share it. It could be, or and like I said, learning is not just academic, right?
Yeah.
It comes in different forms. You can, oh, you do this, or I'm doing that. Okay, it could be the assignments. But like I said earlier, I think the parents should take the lead in everything.
Yeah.
Once you have the shared responsibility amongst the dad, the mom, the maybe the aunts coming over, the uncle, they should always take the lead. I think.
Yeah.
Always take the lead.
Okay. So I want us to now be a bit realistic
Okay.
in the approach. And so if you have a family where at least we had some parents that here already that has 5 kids, that have 3 kids, that have 4 kids, how is it possible in that because part of some of the issues that people that had other children is the children fight. The children fight, and then and these are the people you want to share responsibility with.
I understand.
These are the people you want to share responsibility with.
I get you.
So how do you feel like parents can, in that sort of dynamic where you have multiple because there's multiple 2, there's multiple 3, there's multiple 5, right? How do they maintain a positive atmosphere, in a way where there's sort of like a balance? Because part of the things they mentioned in the parents roundtable was, okay, making sure that even that first child doesn't feel like it has all the responsibility to not be, I'm the one playing with my younger sibling, I'm the one taking care of them, things like that. So how do you think that they can maintain that balance and that positive atmosphere?
Okay, so now this particular question, I think I'm really more interested in, because this was what my university project is all about, sibling rivalry. And I believe parents should be able to undo this, and it's very, very important, because once you tend to pull all the responsibility on the older child, the child feels, being left out. Okay, why is it always me doing this? When there's this person, when there's that person? Now, I believe there are different home activities you can share within the kids. You're the older one. Okay, I think you can do this better. It's possible you can even bring them together. It could be, we're washing today, it's a washing day. And you, as the older one, you're in charge. You have the 3 other siblings watching you, right? Mommy said we should watch. Okay, we should wash the clothes. Okay, now we're going to split. I think while I was growing up, so my mom, I learned from that. Or my older sister, you don't wash the same type, different type of clothes together. Maybe the red, pink, it might definitely
like
wash. So
grouping.
grouping. So I learned that categorization from her. Like, okay, you put the red in one place, the blue in one place to avoid that. So that alone, I learned that from her. So that alone is already the shared responsibility. Okay, I put this aside, you put this aside, you put the pink, you put the red. Okay, now we're washing, you wash this. Okay, squeezing, you rinse, you this. So try and bring your kids together. Don't just show that, like I said, sibling rivalry. If you try to push a particular child aside, because you're the older one, you should do this, you should do that. Some things that the middle child can actually also, because they actually say the middle child are the ones that like to show themselves like, yes, I'm older, but try and balance it across. Yeah, they try, the last born, you can't do this. There's something the last born can do. And make sure when you're sharing responsibilities, they all know what exactly they're doing. So it's not just, you're just doing this one, while this person is sitting and watching the TV. There should be a particular time, yes, okay, we're working. This person is doing that, I'm cleaning this car, you're upstairs, you're arranging the room, I'm in home in the kitchen. So there should be that division of labor. I think that alone will actually balance it. Yes.
So usually that a household with multiple children comes with chaos. Right?
Definitely, that happens.
Comes with chaos and noise. And do the parents just accept it as part of it, or there are ways that they can minimize the chaos? What would you say around that?
Chaos will definitely happen. So it's how you manage it as a mom or dad that matters a lot. And if you try and you hear from the 3 of them or from 5 of them what really happened. Try and, because one about kids, they tend to behave a certain way, and you don't just try and correct immediately. You sit and you listen to the 4 or 5 of them. Okay, what happened? Right? And so you don't try, because they believe, you're taking judgment immediately. Mommy, you've not heard me. You've not heard me, boy. This person said this. Try and, you understand, like my dad then. Okay, what happened? And when he sees, there's one thing my younger brother, I'm sure, sorry, I'm making use of my younger brother example right now. We're a family of 3, but we had a cousin of ours that stayed with us from when she was like little. So when I'll use this as an example, my sister was the kind of person my dad wanted her to show that you're responsible, you're the first child. So what exactly you're doing, your younger ones are seeing you. So it was one day we're in the parlor, we're playing, and we're dancing, and all of a sudden my sister was crip walking, and she used her legs to eat my dad's mom's picture, and it broke, and all of us just ran, just disappeared. And so she, being the first child, God, what will I do? She could not run too, because she had to pack the glasses, do this, and I was pitying her, but I'm sorry, I cannot help you in this. And then my dad came back, what happened? My dad, I think, I'm very, very sure that's one mistake he would have. The one mistake he did. He didn't wait for her to explain. He just gave her a dirty slap. And we all felt bad. And we're not like, tell her now, we're all dancing now. I was actually knowing that we should know that she wants. I was like, no. So I went to tell her, like, Daddy, this is, my dad was like, that she didn't say anything. My dad was like, so that was the very day he sat us down and was like, see, when things like this happen,
Yeah.
right, try and explain to me to understand better.
Better.
So at that moment, I realized my dad, if there's anything that happens in the house and he knows that, yes, we need to be flogged, he wants to hear from us. I might not give his judgment immediately. He'll say,
Yeah.
okay, that's what happened. He will go to his room. Maybe at night, he just opening the door and his cage. Okay, all of you are in trouble.
There's a running thread of this midnight thing.
Yes,
that's
and everybody's just actually moms.
right?
Moms are good in doing that thing. Oh, you did this. Oh, you did that. Okay, I'm waiting. And at night, you say you cannot sleep because you know the door is going to
Crank open.
and wow, we're all jumping. And at times, it's actually fun because we all know our needs together. So that alone is actually even making us bond, right? Yeah, there are times that maybe some things will happen. Like, okay, just cover up for me. You understand? And that's just the way.
Yeah.
I think we can actually manage it. You know, when it comes to multiple kids.
I love how you said that. You're on the hand, your dad is right.
Was.
Was.
Yeah, I say it now. Memory.
Sorry about that. Your dad is someone that was strict.
Strict.
Right? And at the same time, a coach which came back and was telling you have to come and talk to. And so I want you to talk to how parents can balance out when they are dealing with their multiple children.
Okay.
Balance out being the strict
and
one
the other side.
and the other side. Yes.
Okay.
And the other side.
All right. Both parents can actually be strict and be at the other side too. And that's one thing I think parents should take note of. If you're always a strict person, is that the right word to use? Yes. You actually make your kids withdraw from you. My dad was well principled. My mom was she's an ex-naval officer. So she had that strictness in her too, but we all knew, there's some certain things you do, you already know what your dad or mom is going to do. So there's certain things you want to do, and then be like, my dad will beat me. I can't even try this. My mom will do this. But there are times that when you do it, it's the other way around. Your dad won't react. Your mom will be the one to react. Like, what happened? I thought it was going to be the other way around. So parents should look for a way to balance this. You can't just be this. Oh, I'm strict. Some certain things that I was very close to my dad, and we're all close to our dad, but at times you see this favoritism, like it's, in a way it shows. Like I tell mom now that I know your favorite child. Yes, my older sister, like stop it. I understand, but it's just the normal play ball. They didn't really make it show, but I was that kind of child. I was very close to my dad. That if I'm the one that misbehaves, oh my God, he's gonna beat me. So they might even be thinking, okay, it's Dami. Daddy will not do anything. So parents should look for a way to balance this thing. You can't always be the strict person. There are times that you don't need to use the cane. There are times you need to call the child. Yeah. Right? Okay, this you did. Don't do it anymore, right? And I think that's where discipline and empathy actually comes in. Yeah. That's when it comes to dealing with children, I think, yes. Am I right? Am I in the right way? Yes.
So, when looking at now, having older siblings, like part of the things you said is, the first things you said was about, like doing it alone. Yeah. And incorporating how you can have that schedule or to ensure that every other person pitches in, is either with the chores or we play and things like that. How can, you have a win-win situation in the way where the older siblings can get to also engage the younger siblings in play without you feeling like, oh, you're putting responsibility on them. Yeah.
Okay. Like I said earlier, multiple kids, yes, the firstborn, and it's unfair that when you're the firstborn, they expect a lot of things from you. And there's a movie going viral right now. I'm not even with the Monica, right? People are talking, the firstborn, she did this, she did that, and at a point, you being the firstborn, I think you're ready to accept the fact that all the responsibilities sort of are going to be on me. Then I'm seen as a role model at the moment. So the way parents can actually tend to do this is that there are duties. Like I said earlier, you can involve the older ones and still make the younger ones still partake in it, right? Like when you were washing clothes, when we were all still staying together, right? My sister will be the one to wash. My mom say, oh, wash the plate. But when my mom leaves, she's the older one. My mom will tell her, okay, I'm going out, take care of the house. And my mom instilled this responsibility on her in a way that any work she's doing, she gets us involved. So my mom has played that role already, making her realize that you're the first child, they're looking up to you. So, oh, you're washing the plates. Damn, Ladega and wash the plates. She okay, fine. As she's going, she's pulling me along. Okay, I'm washing, you're rinsing. My younger brother or my younger sister set it up, right? I'm picking tomatoes. Okay, tomatoes. This one is soft. Put it aside. This one is hard. Put it aside. Oh, I'm going to wash rice. I wash the rice. You put on the fire. So there's a way she made us. Yes, I'm the older one, but I want us to do this together. And like I said, that brings about bonding. A lot of things because I'm very, very close with my siblings. There's this tight, like you can't come in between us. You can't. Even though the two of them are outside the country, if anything happens to one person, we're already, oh, what happened? Okay, who is the person? Oh, we're making calls here and there. And that's one of the duties of parents. Make sure your kids, they have this bonding despite anything. Don't try and make one person feel lesser than the other. It's really not something I think parents should make your kids.
So if we're
go.
also looking at in terms of like play
Okay.
for the children, in terms of play, how can they like go about it, such that there's still things that they can do.
Okay.
I like how you talked about when the way she had already instilled in her that she can't. Yes, there's sort of an expectation and a responsibility on you, but also you don't think that you should do it alone.
Yeah.
You can drag in your younger ones into it, and that's for like chores, right? So what of play? How do you think parents can ensure that even when there's because there can be the rest because you're tired and I say, oh, go and play with your brother, go and play with your sister, go and do this for your sister. How do you ensure that there's also that balance even in play, that it doesn't sort of feels like you are the rest? Because and remember that we're also dealing with parents of children with younger kids. They have younger kids, they have older kids, they have in between, right? So how do you think they can manage that?
Okay, like I said earlier, I think chore play. There's a way they've made chore look like a punishment, right? There's a way they made go and wash the plate. I'm like, but she washed it yesterday. No, I washed yesterday. You washed yesterday. You can actually make the home chore interesting. Like I said, you can make it interesting and it can also look like a play, right? For example, I like using examples. I'm a teacher, right? I was also a teacher. It could be a Saturday morning, that, yes, everyone wakes up in the house and we're arranging the house. We're doing this, we're doing that, we're dusting. There was one thing we always do. I think, okay, she won't really relate to it. Oh, we all know exactly what we're doing. You're in the kitchen, you're in this. And so now my sister is in the parlor sweeping. There's a music at the background. Sweeping, we're all dancing, we're cleaning, we're moving around. Oh, there are times that there are songs we just learn despite the fact we're playing, but we learn because of what we do when we're cleaning. The song is playing on the background, and I think they can actually work together. Don't make chore look like a punishment. It's also a form of a play, right? Yeah, make it look like a play also. So it's just the way it happens.
So for parents, right, who are busy. Busy parents who don't necessarily have time, right? So I have 5 minutes, I have 10 minutes. I have 5 minutes here, I have 10 minutes there, I have 20 minutes another day. What are those micro, play things, micro play habits, right? That parents can imbibe. That that okay, if I have 5 minutes here, I can do this with my child. If I have 5 minutes here, I can do this with my 5-year-old. If I have 10 minutes here, I can do this with my 10-year-old. What are those things? Give us like giving us examples. So give us examples of those kind of micro plays that parents.
When I saw the questions and I stumbled on the word of busy parents, and there's one particular statement I don't like hearing from parents because I worked with a lot of parents, and okay, I'm a very busy mom, I'm a very busy dad. And I'm like, oh my God, you can't be busy for this child. You can't be too busy for this child. You should look for time. Like, look the time you can just hang out with them. So if you're the busy type, you're back from work. I know maybe you're the type that comes back from work and they're already asleep. I don't think you should play with your Saturdays, right? Or days when you come back early. Talk about it. Busy, too busy. If I'm to give a scenario, sorry, I like giving examples.
No,
when I was still in the classroom, there was a particular child that the parents were too busy. And it was sitting just right in front of me where the classroom setting is. It was sitting right in front of me. And so if I'm to get this particular book, oh, go get it for me, go get it for me. So I noticed that we had this bond already, right? We had this bond already. And he comes to school, you bring like Capri Suns for me, you put on the table, Ma, take, Miss D, take. I'm like, Does your mommy know that you're bringing all these things? The next is coming with six sweets. I'm like, was mom on the supermarket? So you'll be like, yeah, she knows. I'm like, no. So thank God I wasn't taking all those things. And when he brings them, I'll just keep them aside in the school wardrobe. I'll just keep them there. And I noticed that he wasn't getting that love from mom because I was always asking him, how are you? Have you done his assignment? But I do that to all children. But just because you're sitting right in front of me, that bonding is clicked. So I was always asking him questions. Oh, how are you doing? This and that. Oh, you come and tell me, ma, my dad took me to social place. They watched this movie. Okay, cinema. Okay, tell me about it. Okay, this thing you told me. This thing happened to this child. If you're in this position, what have you done? So all those questions that you bring out anytime I tell me your child, you actually tend to know from there. And like I said, he showed that love to me to the extent that he knew that I was not his mom, but he got to the extent that I was actually saying was in love with me. And I'm like, you can't be in love with me. I'm your auntie. Like, no, I don't care. But I noticed he wasn't getting that love from home. So the mom came to school and she was like, I'm too busy. I close one by 11 p.m. The dad is not around. He's based abroad. So he comes once in a... I'm like, man, no, it's really hurting this child. You have to... Anytime, maybe become picky from school, take him to markets, ask questions. Okay, the assignment you have, it's more of a practical live example. Okay, this, you understand? So a parent being too busy for their kids is very, very dangerous. It doesn't end so well. I don't think it's good.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I want to highlight a few things that you have, mentioned is having... when you have the sibling dynamics, ensure that as a parent you're not doing it alone.
Yeah.
Ensuring that you're not doing it alone. Ensuring that you have your value system, even though other people will come into the dynamics with you to help you. Make sure that you have your own values.
Yeah.
And then you can't be too busy.
You can't be too busy.
You cannot be too busy for your children. And those micro moments that you have, one key thing that Ms. Damilola highlighted is questions. Asking good questions. Having one-on-one time with each of your children. Having one-on-one time with each of your children. Asking those questions, no matter how little, always makes a difference. Yeah. So, we're going to do Shrink the Gap. You are setting the babies. So now we're going to have Shrink the Gap. And our guest, Damilola, is going to tell us why these 5 things are important for you to start doing today. The sibling professor role. Identify one thing an older sibling is good at and ask them to teach it to a younger one.
You being the older child, that shows that you can actually take charge when mom or dad is not available.
The daddy handover. Encouraging the daddy or caregiver who spends the most time with the child to lead the play-based activity.
Dad should actually get involved in most of the things your kids do, not just the mom. Yeah. I think so. Then caregivers too. Yes. Once, like I said earlier, the values are there. You already know what this family stands for and how to go about it.
The African Magic Innovation. So having the siblings work together to build one toy using scrap materials like a plastic bag or shoe boxes. Having them do that together, why do you think it's important?
That brings bonding already. Yeah, they tend to solve puzzles. They tend to understand themselves better. More bonding. That brings bonding. Yeah.
Schedule audit. Identify one household chore that can be turned into a group game to manage your time better. Why is it important?
Group game, very important. Like, it still tells on bonding too. Like, they tend to understand themselves like more better.
The fairness check. Instead of giving one person the same task, let the children choose which materials they want to use for a specific activity to support their agency.
The particular word I want to use, you letting your kids do what they want to do. That's making them stand on their own.
Yeah.
Right. So just you, but make sure you are there's a follow-up and you're watching maybe from afar to make sure you're doing it the right way. Not necessarily coming to maybe interfere. Just allow them make the mistake.
Independence.
Yeah, that's the word. Thank
that's
you.
That's the word.
English at times, yes.
I know.
That's the word, independence. So you can actually just stay afar and just watch them do their thing. Then no correction. Yeah, maybe when you're done, you can actually correct them. So it's really important. So it makes them actually feel independent.
Thank you so much, Damilola.
Thank you
for having us and for sharing your time with us today. Thank you for sharing what parents can do with their multiple kids. So there you have it, parents, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you for joining us today on the Playdate. Remember, prioritizing your own well-being isn't a luxury. It is the very foundation of your child's future. If you want to help us reach millions more children with life-changing edutainment, please scan the QR code on your screen. Your donations directly fund the production and distribution of inclusive learning materials for underserved communities. Don't forget to share this episode with another caregiver who needs a breath of fresh air today. Until next time, keep playing, keep laughing, and we'll see you soon.